things seem to be really falling into place for you. You have this, as you've described it, these wonderful memories of Tehran. You end up after high school going to London to study as a journalism, and then you come back to Iran. And of course, this is the moment after working at Tehran Journal, etc., that you have that moment as a musician where you sign to CBS. That iconic, that classic first album comes out. You eke out a second album, Hafez, a Memorandum, in 1978. Before you are, Faramarz, effectively forced to leave Iran during the revolution or right before it. I haven't heard a lot in interviews that you've done about what that moment was like for you. This young guy who has just summited, who has just found his success, being forced to leave the country and effectively leave his career. Tell me what that was like.
Then we were right in the middle of so many things happening that I couldn't look at it that way. You know, I knew that what I was doing yesterday, going to studio easily and, recording, was not going to happen anymore. I knew that, CBS was being, dismantled. The revolutionary personnel came and, took CBS over. And they put sort of locks on all our, on the doors where we kept all our master recordings. Because, CBS used to do all the master recordings, and the production in the basement was a huge production. Then it was cassettes, of course, that was before the advent of CDs. So what they did, they had huge pancakes, and went into the empty cassette shell, and it was cut. So each cassette was like a master. That is why, when I wanted to do CDs of my work, I used that cassette as a master for CDs. And that was so clear, that we could do that. And then when we, and in the middle of everything, my wife was British. My children went to English school, and the English school was closed. And since my wife was British, I felt that for her safety, and that was one of the reasons, I left Iran. Perhaps, I wouldn't have left if I was not married, or I was not married to a foreign national. And my children had no school, and they were used to the school they went to. So we decided, to leave and go to England, which was my second home at that time. And there I realized the tragedy had hit, and I am not going to see the fruits of my labor as it was, And everybody said to me, oh, it was so short-lived. And through that, I said, oh my God, they're right. It was short-lived. It was only 2 years, after I recorded that we had to leave Iran. And it was such a chaotic time, to begin, to be honest with you.